Hi ladies, it's Karen, and I come to you with a paperback mini album. I used celebrated black paper bags, and for the cover I used a cardboard cover. What I did was first I painted the covers black with black acrylic paint, and then adhered, this paper and the paper on the back using Mod Podge. And for my binding, I used regular canvas, not sticky back canvas, just regular canvas. A while ago, after the holidays, I had picked up this set from Michaels, and it's a bunch of bits and pieces. I think that's the name of it. Anyway, it comes with a lot of burlap and different types of material, corrugated cardboard, canvas, all kinds of things. I've been picking at it with my projects, and that's where I got the burlap for this, and that's where I got this canvas. And what I did was I went over the edges, all the edges, with glossy accents and let that dry so that the canvas wouldn't fray. And then I sprayed it with the brown smooch spritz that you could get at Michaels. And then I went over it with some walnut distress ink. And all of the distress ink in this album is, I used walnut. And I peeled off, the corner here to give it that rough look. The paper stack that I used is called the Timeless Type Stack that they had at Michaels. It's by DCWV, and these are some of the papers in here. It's very cool. It's got sheets of postcards that you could cut out, fussy cut. It's got sheets of like Polaroid. It looks like Polaroid pictures, which you could fussy cut out. It's just very cool. And for the sticker embellishments, a lot of the embellishments like this, and where it says "for the record" and "this just in," extra, read all about it. I used this sticker sheet that I also purchased at Michaels. It's by Creative Imaginations. And I just thought it went with the paper really well. So, for the cover, I also, I adhered a Tim Holtz clock here, to signify time. This album I made to hold pictures of my sons, Spencer and Logan, pictures from when they were really little and growing up, some of my favorite photos of them. So that's what's in here. And I left room for, future photos of the two of them together. I went over the binding portion here with some lace that I had from my stash, and also on the back cover. And I added, this is a recollection, they're all recollection flowers, but I stamped my script stamp on the flowers, and then I sprayed this one with the smooch brown spritz. I added this, I believe it's a Tim Holtz gear, and I just couldn't help it. I had to be a little girly, so I put a pink pearlized brad in there and added just a little pink spray here, and a tiny rosebud from I Am Roses there. This is a button, and this bingo piece here are from my vintage rack from Lisa. And I chose this bingo button because it has the letter G on it, and that's for Godburn, my maiden name and my boy's last name. So the S and L stand for Spencer and Logan. I used this ruler sticker here that I cut into sort of like a banner. It's from Tim Holtz, but all of these other ones are from the sticker sheet that I just showed you. I used the pen nib here from Tim Holtz. For the enclosure, I took Lydia's idea, and I used the Tim Holtz binder clips, and I used the lanyard is that what you call them? The lanyard clips. And I added some charms. Sorry, I'm going to try to get this off so I could show you what I did here. So it goes from clip to clip, but then there's an extra piece here that hangs down, and I added this. This is a Making Memories velvet flower and a bauble I picked up at Michael's. I made this little charm here. It says, whoops, it says you and I on there, you know, for Spencer and Logan, and I added just a couple pieces of bling, and I just tied the string for that onto a jump ring. I added a camera and a Tim Holtz gear. There's a little heart here, a Tim Holtz pearl, and a key. So that's what I did for the enclosure. Thank you for the idea, Lydia. Lydia is I Triple Dog Dare You on YouTube, and I'll put her right there. Check her out. She's got a lot of good ideas. I put a little seashell here because a lot of our favorite memories are from the beach, and I just scattered like 3 pieces of bling. That's the only bling in this album. And a little locket from Recollections, or, you know, heart locket charm. So, inside, these are vintage Scrabble pieces from my vintage rack. This here is from the Tim Holtz, you know, his sticker pack from the attic. I'm sorry, I forgot what you call it, but it's a lot of cool things. I just added a couple of tags from the collection that I fussy cut out. I didn't finish some of my tags here. I didn't do any journaling because this is going with me to the open house tomorrow at Michael's to promote our Paperbag Album Class. So I didn't want to put all my journaling in there. This banner here says yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I made that out of cardboard, and I painted it black, and then I adhered this sticker from the sticker sheet. And these are also things I fussy cut from the collection. This is from a stamp that I have that, you know, I could put a photo or whatever. And this is a tall tag that I got from, a tag that I got from Susan. And I haven't finished that off. So on this first page, I did a lot of, you know, paper layering. It's Spencer and Logan. I used, this is Recollections lace, and I just sprayed it with that brown smooch spritz and just stuck a piece, you know, a piece there. This is fussy cut from the collection, this piece here. This is from that sticker sheet, this tab. And it comes back like this, and I have pictures in my camera that need to be downloaded, and I'm hoping there's a picture of Spencer and Logan, a recent one. It's hard because Spencer lives in Georgia now, but I'm saving that for a recent picture. Says extra, extra, I'll read all about it, and that's from the sticker sheet, and I distressed this coin envelope that I got from Susan. I put a button on there and tied it off with string, and I'm going to put a couple notes for each of the boys in there. This is one of those Polaroid things. I'm going to, you know, die cuts. I'm going to get a picture to put there, a more recent photo. And this is one of the tags. This is from when they were obviously really little. I thought this is one of my favorite pictures because there's 5 years difference between them, and Logan just used to follow Spencer around all the time, and he fell asleep on top of Spencer. So then I stamped the back for journaling. And then in every pocket, I put one of these postcards that I fussy cut from the collection that I could either use for journaling or a couple of little photos here. And then I can, you know, I distressed it, but I didn't finish it off. And then the next page. These are the boys, and this is a die cut from the collection I fussy cut, Recollection flower that I stamped, you know, my script stamp, and then sprayed it with the smooch spritz. It's a little tag from the collection, and a little shipping tag for journaling or whatever. A pen nib, and this is a recent from December picture of Logan, and I used some of that specialty paper. It's almost like cloth to make my tab for this photo, for this tag. I used my label maker, and I used my Harlequin stamp to stamp a background, but I could still do some journaling on here, whatever. And on the small half page is a picture of the two of them. And I think that's a couple years old. Another Tim Holtz clock. And another photo of them, a sticker from the collection, says big news. And this picture, I used burlap as a photo mat, and another Recollections flower that I stamped with my script stamp and then sprayed it with a key behind. I have to go through and clean all the, the glue strings out and stuff. And this is a banner I cut from the collection, and I could, put journaling here as to, where and when this photo was taken. And then the tag in this one is a recent picture from December of Spencer. And I did the same thing with the Harlequin stamp on the back. And that's the postcard from the collection. And then the next page, this was really cool. There's a picture of a bike on this paper. I thought it was really cool. It matched the tag from the collection. So I used one of those Polaroid die cuts and cut my photo to size. I layered this black piece of paper behind and, cut out a couple of banners and kind of rippled them so it looked dimensional. I put S and L for Spencer and Logan. I tied a couple of gears to the bottom of the Polaroid just to make it look, cool. And the tag in here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this photo here, but I put it here with the Tim Holtz tissue tape, and I used a piece of burlap to make the tab pull, And then the back is blank still. The next page is just a couple of older pictures of the two of them. At one time, they each had a pet rat, and so that's them with their pet rats. This was taken on Spencer's 16th birthday, and I just love that picture because it's so typical of a 16-year-old, This is a photo that I put on the Polaroid, and obviously we're at the beach, and it was at this time they wanted to go home. They said, "Mom, we want to go. It's too bright." They had just gotten out of the water, so their eyes were filled with the salt water and everything, and their eyes were hurting, so and they were ready to go home. I thought it was funny. And then it's another a place for Polaroid. I didn't, put a photo there yet. There's a picture from a couple of Thanksgivings ago. This is Recollections lace trim here. A sticker from the sticker sheet. And here I did like a little waterfall effect here for photos, so I could fit more photos. So that's this photo's a couple years old, and then these are, Easter when they were little. This is when Logan was just a baby and Spencer was holding him. you know, just some of my favorite pictures, you know. This was taken on Christmas, on a Christmas day. And this is them wrestling. I mean, for years, all I ever said was, stop it and leave your brother alone. So I love that picture of them wrestling. And there's another picture of Spencer with Logan. And then a picture of them at the beach. And I made this a pocket for journaling. These are things from the little pieces from the collection. This is a Scrabble piece from my vintage rack. And I'm not sure where I got that key. In this pocket is another tag, and I used canvas for the tab pull, and a button, and this is all ready for a picture or journaling. And then, you know, another postcard from the collection. And this page is blank because I'm saving it for current pictures of the two of them. Because now Logan is like taller than Spencer, almost. But this is from the collection, this piece here, and I adhered it with Tim Holtz tissue tape. This is Recollections lace that they used to sell in the packet, in the package. This is another tag, and this sticker here is from the Tim Holtz something attic stickers, crowded attic stickers, I believe. And this is a piece of cardboard left over from when I, painted the covers. So it's painted with black acrylic paint, and I just added a little piece of that lace for color. And so it's ready for a photo or whatever. Excuse me. And this picture is, the two of them playing together at the beach. I love this photo as well. That was a really beautiful day. We spent the whole day at the beach. And these are just tags and pieces from the collection, or, from the paper stack. This is one of my postcards that I stamped out. And whenever I need them, I just fussy cut it out and ink it up. So that's what that is. And then another Polaroid die cut. I'll find a picture for that. And then on the back is, plain. I'll stamp it and sign it. I added some lace over here on the binding. So there you have it. There's my Paperbag mini album, and hopefully tomorrow during the open house, people will see this and it'll spark interest, and they'll want to sign up for the Paperbag Album Class. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, fingers crossed. So thanks for watching, ladies. I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think, because this is going to be on display for people to check it out. So let me know what you think, if this is good enough to spark interest, So I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks so much. Bye now.